Well, but obviously, I mean, as a young person, you must have thought you were funny at some point, right? Did you?
How old are we talking about now?
I don't know. That's what I wonder about. When do you decide or realize I'm a funny person?
When I went away to college.
Not till you went away to college.
Not till I went away to college. Yes, I had to sort of get away from Brooklyn and my friends in Brooklyn, who I had known since I was like 8 years old. And I had no idea that I was funny. I never said anything funny or did anything funny. I would do impressions in my house and stuff like that, but never felt like I was a funny person in particular. And then for some reason I went away to school, and I started to make new friends, and they started laughing at me. I was kind of shocked, you know. I said, hey, that's kind of cool. These people, I guess I'm funny, you know. And most of it was very self-deprecating, because I started to date is what happened.
Ah, that's the case.
I started to date, and I was such an unbelievable loser that I would go on a date and come back to the dorm, and everybody was interested in what happened on my date. So I would sit there and talk about the date, you know, and that seemed to make people laugh. It was pretty funny.
But it's funny because a lot of the time other comics that I've talked to would say, well, you know, at 10 years old I would say something and my family would laugh, or at 12 years old. That didn't happen to you. You were not.
No, I was not. I was not the class clown.
You didn't do anything in the family to make them laugh, or really.
I don't think my family would have laughed even if I tried. You know. So no, not really. My mother didn't laugh. I never saw her laugh.
Never.
You could not make her laugh. It's like she worked in a diner or something, you know. She wouldn't crack a smile, you know. My father was a happy-go-lucky guy, but satire was not his thing.
Uh-huh. So what were your comedy influences then? I mean, I know you liked Phil Silvers. I know that.
Yes. Right? Yeah.
How about Abbott and Costello? A lot of the.
Yeah, I loved.
You used to watch the Channel 11 reruns and.
Yes, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I loved Abbott and Costello, but I wouldn't call him an influence. I didn't want some guy smacking me in the face. You know? But I'll tell you who I loved was Bob and Ray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love Bob and Ray. They destroyed me, Bob and Ray, and. I love Mel Brooks and Woody Allen, but I didn't really try to. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to draw the line between influence and copy, or you know. I would try to kind of forget everything I ever heard. I just wanted what I wanted to be really. Was just the guy I was in the dorm making those guys laugh when I would come back from a date. That's what I really wanted to do on stage when I first started doing stand-up. So when I started to write stand-up, I would think of those guys I knew in college.
And how to make them laugh. Yeah.
And how I was making them laugh. And I would imagine being in a room with them, because I just wanted to be myself. And so that's how I kind of first did it.
And this was after college? I mean.
Yeah, after college.
Did you go right into this, or did you?
No. I didn't. No, I didn't.
You were a chauffeur, I think, at some point.
Yeah. I was a private chauffeur. Right.
Chauffeur.
I was a taxi driver and a private chauffeur, and I was a
a bra salesman.
I was a bra salesman.
That's right.
Did that on Seinfeld, yeah. And what else did I do? I was a paralegal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But none of this was I mean, in the back of your head, was there an idea, my career will be in.
I took an acting class. I took an acting class at night while I was doing these jobs.
Right.
And I didn't like it. I didn't like acting. And one day in the acting class, we had to do this exercise of pretending you're the character. You know, it's one of those bullshit acting things. You know.
Yes.
So I was doing the exercise, and I had to be myself to do the exercise. And I was talking, and then the class was laughing, and I thought, you know, that's for me. That's what I like. And I thought I gotta try this. So I quit the class, and then I sought out this guy I knew from college who I had heard was doing it. I said, how do you get into this thing? What is this about? You know.
Right.
So, well, you got to write material. Okay, is that hard to, you know, and all that. I asked him questions, and he told me about writing material and where to perform it. And then I told everybody I knew that I was going to do stand-up, because I figured if I told people, that would make me look like an idiot if I reneged and backed down. So I told all these people, and then the date came, and I went down to Folk City in the Village.
Okay.
They had a hootenanny night.
Was
Where
early 70s, or?
Yeah, 74, where anybody could get up and do it, and that was my first time I did it.
Yeah. And how was it? How did it work?
How did I do?
Yeah, how'd you do?
Not well.
Not well.
No.
But did you feel good?
I felt good. I felt kind of silly, like I was at a party or something, so I felt like I was doing karaoke or something, you know. Even though they didn't have karaoke then, but, you know, you get the meaning. But it was enough to get me back up again.
Yeah.
And then the second time was at a bowling alley in Brooklyn.
No kidding.
Yeah, and then the third time was at Catch a Rising Star, which was a big club on the East Side,
Right.
and then I kind of got in there.
Well, other comics have said to me when they first did it, they got some sense of, boy, this is what I was meant to do. I mean, I really feel like I belong here. This is what I really, I'm fulfilled in some way. Did you have that sense?
Not the first 3 times. The fourth time, I got that because I wrote something that really went over. And that's when I got that feeling.
Yeah. And it felt like, okay, this is my career now. This is what I'm going to be.
I didn't go that far, but I thought I like this.
Yeah.
Even though it was hell to go on. Hell. Every time.
Nerve-wracking, you mean?
Nerve-wracking. Other comedians would be in the bar kind of talking, and all of a sudden, oh, I got to go on. And they'd get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And me, I'd be smoking, pacing, you know. Oh, God, you know, you couldn't talk to me, leave me alone, you know.
Well, it is, I think, really kind of a unique profession in the sense that, you know, every time you go out, you either get approval or disapproval.
Right.
And you know right away. And it's like, you know,
You're taking your life in your hands.
Well, in a way.
I had a dream once where I was in this big house, and in the dream I heard a lot of shooting and gunfire. Down coming from downstairs where the living room would be. Even though I didn't live in this house, I knew that that's where the living room was. And then, so I get up, you know, I'm in my underwear, you know, and I get up and I walk downstairs, and there's this war going on downstairs, okay? Like with guns, people shooting each other. And I duck behind the couch. And I said to a soldier, he's dressed in combat, I said, what the hell's going on here? You know? You know, so he's quiet, you know, and he's shooting. And then all of a sudden, a guy comes up to me, one of the soldiers comes up to me, puts a gun at my head, and he says, get up and do a set. There was a little stage area off to the side with a microphone. And I go, what, are you crazy? There's a war going on here, I can't get up there. Just get up and do a set. He puts the gun to my head. Easily the most vivid dream I've ever had.
Apparently, you remember it well. But does that tell us that you were, you felt like the audience was out to get you at times?
No, I felt like I had to put a gun to my head to get up on stage. Yeah.
Well, obviously you...
That was obvious, no?
Yeah, you're right.
Did you get that one?
Yeah.
Now, they stick me with these Times reporters.